Hi guys. First of all, I want to apologize for my outfit and my hair and my face. It was beach day today at school. Sorry, my little crab is falling off. He was secure. He was secure all day, I promise. Besides the point, I apologize for my appearance. I'm sorry for how long this video has taken and just everything. I just wanted to have a conversation with you guys and sort of talk to you guys about what's going on in my life. What happened to me? What am I doing? I'm just gonna share kind of the person I want to be going forward in this year and also just give you guys an update on everything. So be patient with me. I'm sorry this is not going to be very well edited. I just have been putting this off for so long and I just need to make it. I just came home from school and I just need to make it because I need to talk to you guys and I just really want to let you guys know that 1, I'm okay, 2, I'm so sorry, and 3, I want to be a different person going forward. I want to give you guys more. Okay, let me get things a little bit situated in here. I'll get into the conversation. Thank you for watching this. I love and I miss you guys, and thank you so much for all your support. My little dog says hi. She says hello, and that she has missed you guys, and she wants to say hello and see more. I think she wants my crab, actually. That might be it. Okay, I took my crab off. In case you were wondering, he was secured through a hole in my shirt. Thank you very much. I appreciate your kindness. Okay, so here's the deal. I have struggled with some really tough and burdensome mental health problems my whole life. And I am really horrible at dealing with it. And I've been trying to go to therapy. I haven't been in like a little over a year and a half now, but I started it when I was 21. I probably needed it since I was 6 years old, but I've never been a good person at managing my life. I try to overcompensate with kindness and being really nice to people and trying to do something good in this world or all that kind of stuff, but it's really hard when your life falls apart and then your internal brain system, body, nervous system, all that stuff just is up in flames and everything feels horrible and impossible. And the self-hatred that you can really develop for yourself when dealing with anxiety, depression, mood disorder, just an array of things. I know there are a lot of you guys out there who can relate, unfortunately. Sorry you have to deal with it, but I'm also glad that I'm not alone, because I've heard from a lot of different people that, you know, you shouldn't feel that bad because I understand and I support you and all that, but it's really hard to think about that in the moment. Sorry, I forgot where I was. Main point of the story, I am not great at managing my mental health. I'm not great at managing my life, and I'm not great at being kind to myself. I don't think there's ever been a time period in my life where I've actually been genuinely kind to myself, loving, or feel like I deserve anything good at all. And I know some people in my life kind of are surprised about how low my self-esteem is and how horribly I feel about just everything that I do, no matter whether it's good or bad. And I'm like, I guess it's good that they're surprised because I hide it well, but I also feel just like this sense of identity crisis. Like, I struggle so much on a daily basis. I try not to let it show, but then people just think that I'm doing okay and I'm being irresponsible. And again, you can't, it's a lose-lose situation. You want to be responsible, you want to keep up with your responsibilities and do all these great things, but when you deal with mental health and a lot of the other things that like you can struggle with in life, it becomes too much. And I'm someone who definitely subconsciously self-sabotages, maybe even consciously self-sabotages sometimes when I'm so mad at myself. And I think a lot of my work and a lot of everything that I want to do on here has suffered. I have so many ideas and so many things that I want to give to you guys and put out for you guys, but it's all stayed in here, and my entire life has just been kind of up in flames, and Leilani's not doing well, and it clearly shows because she hasn't texted anyone back in 6 months. Is she alive? Maybe. Maybe not. Who's to know? Okay, I could talk more about this in the future, but for anyone out there who struggles with mental health, you're not alone. It's gonna be okay. And even people that seem like they have it all put together don't. And I know I don't seem like I have it all put together. I'm not saying I'm one of those people, but I just need you guys to know that it's not that I don't love you guys and not that I don't want to be here for you, and it's not like I don't care. Like, I do care. I care so much. I'm so grateful for all of the love that you show me, how many subscribers that I got just off of like one short that blew up. Like, I don't feel like I deserve that, and I don't feel like I deserve any of it so much that I just kind of shut down and I shut off from the world. And I didn't want to share anything positive. I didn't want to share anything good with you guys because, first of all, my life was kind of a mess, and second of all, I felt bad. I felt guilty sharing anything good that I did, and then it just created this horrible cycle of me feeling inferior, horrible, and just guilty all the time. And anytime I wanted to post something on social media or do things that other creators are doing, like, there's so many cool things that I've seen people do that I'm like, oh, I wish I could put this out for people. I just feel like I'm not doing a good job in any area of my life at all. Even though I'm a teacher, even though I get lots of great feedback from the things that I'm doing there, like, I need to talk to my best friend at work all the time because she helps bring me back to reality when I'm like, oh my god, I'm the worst, I'm this. She's like, do you know what you just did for these kids this week? So she's a really great person, but without the people in my life, it gets to be a really dark place. And I'm so sorry that I let that affect everything that I'm doing here, and you guys just deserve the world. And I kind of want to change who I am and who I show up as. I want to be better, and I want to be realistic. I can't say I'm going to put out a video every week because if I can barely freaking get my life together and freaking pay rent and try my best to just survive and not die, I can't do that. But I want to do more than 0 videos a week, 0 videos a month, 0 videos a year. I feel like it's pretty easy. That's a good goal. I want to at least put this video out. I want to just try to make some more stuff for you guys. I want to make stuff that you guys can actually, benefit from. I want to share all my tips and my tricks and my tutorials and things that I share with like my students that have really benefited from them. And there are so many people out there, whether you are 10, 11, 13, 15, 20, 50, whoever is watching my video, like, thank you so much, whoever you are. I'm so happy you're here. It really means the world to me as someone who grew up on YouTube, like, idolizing so many of like my favorite creators and wanting to be something like that someday. I always thought it was impossible. I always thought no one would want to watch me. No one would want to get to know me or see me because I am POS. I don't deserve anything. It's just I've gone through a lot of childhood trauma. I've gone through a lot of things in my life that have created some really bad mental problems and patterns, and I don't want that to be spread onto you guys. Like, I want to do whatever's in my power to make your day better, and I feel like by not showing up, I can't do that. And also by putting out content that's just like things that you guys don't like really care about, like, I need to stop trying to fit into whatever trends or whatever things that I see other people doing because I want what they have. Like, I don't feel like that's the right way to go about it. I don't feel like that's the right way to go about it. I want to lead with my heart, and I want to first serve, first be passionate and give you guys things. I don't want to ask for so much stuff up front. I don't want to just come in and be like, hey, I want you guys to give me this because I need to pay rent and I need to do that. Like, everyone has their own things to deal with, and right now all that's important to me is that you're here and you give me a chance and you just keep your fingers crossed for me, and I will just try to put out some more videos and all that kind of stuff for you guys. And I want to reward you guys. I want to be a different person than I've been on social media in the past. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like there's this pressure that I put on myself to be this perfect person, and in return, I'm literally the worst person on social media. So it's like, you can't really win any way. I want to be myself. I want to be kind. I want to spread the love and the joy that I try to give to all my middle schoolers, but for just regular people, for you guys. Okay, that being said, let's transition into where I have been. What have I been up to? What were the extenuating circumstances beside being knee-deep in the trenches fighting for my life mental health-wise? Here we go. So for those of you who do know, I got in a car accident in March. It was my first one ever, and it was honestly pretty traumatic. It wasn't that bad compared to what some other people have had to deal with. I'm so grateful that I left with my life. I'm so grateful that I didn't break any bones. I messed up my wrist pretty bad, and they ended up having to total the car that I got for the first time ever. I've never had a car in my own name, and I finally applied for one. I got my financials. They did me some huge favors and got me approved for a car, And then literally the next month I got in a car accident. It wasn't my fault. It was a whole situation. There was this old lady that was in front of me who, for no reason, out of nowhere, slammed on her brakes for no reason. There was no red light. There was nothing. And my phone was dead. So I never look at anything while I drive. Don't be watching stuff while you drive. It's really dangerous. I see people watching stuff all the time, looking down. That's how you get into car accidents, but I wasn't doing that. I literally glanced down at my speed limit and I looked up. I was going 38 miles per hour, so thankfully it wasn't anything more than that. But in that 0.5 of a second, my airbags were going off. Everything was horrible. That day was awful. I can probably share more of it in a story time if you guys want to hear that horrible detail. But yeah, trigger warning for anyone who's not like okay with injuries or seeing any injuries or hearing any injuries discussed. I'll fast forward a couple minutes. You can kind of see in the video. I don't want anyone to see. There's going to be no blood or anything like that. I had a pretty bad bruise. But I did actually end up punching myself in the nose when the airbag went off, and so I was bleeding all down my neck and my chest. And so when the ambulance came, I didn't have to go anywhere. I stayed in the ambulance there, but they were cleaning me up with a rag. And I just kept apologizing to them. I'm like, I'm so sorry. You have to wipe my, like, I'm so sorry. They're like, this is our job. And yeah, it was bad. I cried the whole time, just because I felt so embarrassed, stupid, and ashamed. Like, I'm a good driver. I spent 3 years delivery driving. When you do something every day for 3 years, regardless if you start out being like not good at it at all, you're gonna get immediately better. You do something for every day, you do something every day, you do something for long enough, you're gonna get better at it regardless. And I was already a really responsible driver when I started, and I got so many man hours driving. So I have a pretty strict set of rules for myself when I'm driving. I have really bad ADHD, so when I'm driving, the road is my focus. Everything else around me is my focus. Nothing that is important to me when I'm out of the car is important to me when I'm in the car. I have all my music, I have everything set up, I have 2 different phone stands. I have a system. Your girl's got a system. So to get in an accident like that when I rear-ended something, when I usually have really quick reflexes, not only showed me that the lady really just, I don't know what she was doing. I'll talk more about it later. I'm so sorry. This is too much information, but I felt horrible. I shut down. It was the worst 55 days of my life where I thought I was never going to be able to get into the car again. And I'm a teacher. I work at the museum. I was still trying to finish up my mural. I planned that spring break, to use that entire spring break to finish up my mural in March. And then I got in a horrific car accident and I bruised and injured my painting hand so badly that it hurt to hold a paintbrush, and that was so devastating to me because I can push through any pain. I can't push through any pain. I'm kind of a wimp with certain things, but I can push through pain like that. I have carpal tunnel, I have back pain, I've had lots of just pain my whole life, so I can push through things to make art. But that was really heartbreaking to me. I feel like I lost everything, and I feel like I let everyone down, and then I spiraled into a really deep pit of depression, especially because it was the day that I finished my other mural at the school, and it was such a positive and amazing day, and to have that day end in my partner and literally my boss came. She was the best, but like they had to see me get like cleaned up by an ambulance, and I don't know, it was hard. Car accident aside, I will show you some pictures for proof. I'm going to pull them up here on the screen. Please bear with me. I love and appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Okay. Here were some super fun things. All right, here is the bruise that I got. I like kind of crushed my hand on the steering wheel. I am really glad that I hold the steering wheel in the correct positions, because otherwise if I had my hand in the middle or something, I probably would have twisted something really bad when the airbag went off. But because everything was on either side really well, when the airbag went off, it just like the impact was how it was supposed to happen. So this was the injury that I got. I messed up my back a little bit, some other parts of my body, but the main thing was this horrible wrist injury. Kind of see here how like really dark and discolored it was. It really hurt to do anything. That scratch wasn't too bad, but this was a major blow to someone who was outdoor painting a mural like this, stabbing into the wall. I needed those muscles. I needed my hand. And I also just lost my car and everything else, and my life was kind of in shambles and everything was bad. Yeah, once I healed up a little bit more, I was able to go over to the mural. As you guys can see, that's the garage of the mural, and get some painting done. But yeah, I was still in quite a lot of pain. It was pretty hard, and I just kind of cried every day for like 55 days straight. But here are the clouds from one of those days. I was so sad and I just sat on the floor, but then I looked at the clouds and I zoomed in as much as I could to try to distract myself from all of my failures and everything that was going on. So yeah, fun little clouds. Okay, so we'll fast forward to the end of June and the beginning of July. I finished, this is pretty much the final picture of my mural. So it's 115 feet long. There are a few little things that I added along the way, but that's pretty much what it looked like. And I ended up having a mural like opening party for all my friends and my family and the person that I did it for right before I left on a road trip to visit my partner's family going across the country in early July. But yeah, after my car accident, the end of the school year was pretty tough. My life is still kind of a little bit of a mess just in terms of like my adulthood responsibilities and my finances, and am I going to be able to pay rent in 2 months? Guess we'll find out. But overall, I am incredibly, incredibly grateful for being safe, being alive, having family members and friends that have supported me through this really incredibly difficult time. By some miracle, and shout out to the people at the Volvo dealership I went to. I didn't get a Volvo, just in case you're wondering, but they got me another car. The guy was super nice. Everyone that has helped me along the way on my journey, I just feel like I don't deserve their kindness, and I feel very privileged. I have a home, I have a car, I have a cute little dog, I have a partner, and I have friends and students and family members who show their appreciation for me on the daily, and I need to lean into that positivity and not lean into the extremely deep well of negativity that brews inside my body at any given moment. I've spent most of my life feeling horrible about myself, and I know that's not going to change overnight, and I know there are so many things that I have to actively work on, and they're not just going to solve themselves. I know that. I need to get back into therapy. I need to do a lot of things, but I'm kind of setting this as like, this is the time where things need to change. I don't want to live like this anymore. I don't want to spend every day, at least once a day, crying because I feel like I'm a failure and I feel like I'm not doing anything right, and I feel like I'll never be good enough no matter what I do. And not in, well, yes, in a perfectionist sense sometimes, but not in a perfectionist sense in a deep like soul sense. Like, I will never be enough of a person to deserve love or kindness or happiness, and I think that's created a lot of blockages in my life. I think I don't go after the things that I really want to do. I don't think I give myself the chance that maybe I deserve, but I'm definitely not giving you guys the chance that you deserve to be able to get access to all the stuff that I want to provide for the world. Like, I have so many things that I want to do, and I've never been able to do them because I'm kind of a failure, and I don't follow through, and I don't finish, and I shut down. But I don't want that to be my story. I don't want to be someone who does really good things sometimes and then you don't see them for 8 months. I want to be someone who's working towards my purpose. I want to be someone who serves the community. I want to be someone who serves the youth, who serves my friends, my family. I want to be a good person. I want to be a better person, and I don't want to be selfish, and I don't want to ask people for everything all the time. I want to earn it, and I want to earn your love, and I want to earn your respect, and I want to earn your admiration, and I just want to be a different person. Okay, last little portion of the video. Thank you for staying as long as you have. I really appreciate you. All right, if you've made it this far, thank you. I appreciate you. I'm gonna stop talking your ear off. I feel like I kind of got the main points across. 1, a lot of bad things have happened. 2, a few really good things have happened. 3, I want to be a better person. Back to 2 though, somebody got engaged in June. Literally can't believe it. I'm so lucky. I love my partner. He's amazing. Our dog got to be there. It was on a hike. It was on top of the mountains. It was beautiful. Also, did he or did he not do an amazing job on my ring? This is like something I've always wanted. I told him, like, you can get me like a $50 ring. I'm clumsy. I don't need anything special or fancy, but he clearly loves me a lot, and also he is amazing. So I've always wanted this shape because it reminds me of like Lord of the Rings, like elvish or like vintage glamour vibes. And he like designed it himself. Like I obviously, like he asked me for some things that like I might want for a ring, but I didn't know it was coming. It was so unexpected. I was so surprised. But he chose every little element, like with the designer, like he chose these little arches. Sorry for all of the cuts on my hand and how dry and nasty my hands are. I'm literally so sorry. Censor that. Do not look at that. But he did these little arches right here because he knows how much I love to draw and paint arches. That's also paint on my hand. But yeah, he's really amazing. Maybe I can do a video on like my engagement story and like pictures if you guys are interested in that. If you're not, then that's totally okay. But yeah, major news. I got engaged. I'm getting married next June. And also major news number 2, not major, kind of regular news, but my birthday is coming up in, right now, at the time of filming this, it is September 18th at 6:44 p.m. Oh my god, 10 days. Whoa, my birthday is almost exactly in 10 days. I was born at 6:32 p.m. on September 28th. Libra sun, Libra moon, all that Libra vibes and energy. But I'm really, I would say I'm excited, but mostly I'm kind of freaking out because I'm gonna be 25 and that feels really old to me. I know it's not old. I know there are so many other people who have more years than I do, and I think everyone is a youthful, wonderful spirit. For me, however, I'm just freaking out because I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like I've wasted so much time. I haven't done anything that I've actually wanted to do. I'm already like a quarter century in, and I've just been a complete disaster, dumpster fire the whole time. But that means that I still have a good chunk of time to go to try to fix everything that I've messed up and done poorly on, and I still have some time, hopefully, to be a better person and fix who I am in the world or whatever, or just improve or grow or whatever, or give myself a little bit of grace, blah 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 blah, be kind to myself, whatever. Does she deserve that? Maybe for my birthday present I can be nice to myself one time. But yeah, my birthday's on September 28th. I'm gonna be 25. Hopefully I'll take some cute birthday pictures. I really want to go go-karting at like Boondocks or something with my friends, but I have a dry bank account and go-karting costs money, so we'll figure out what we're gonna do about that. Maybe we'll just do Mario Kart at my house or something. That's also really fun. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys if you've stayed this whole time. Put anything in the comments that you want to. I'll try to reply and heart as many of them as I can. For any new subscribers, thank you so much for being here. For any old subscribers, thank you for lasting as long as you have. I'm so sorry that my life has been an absolute mess since you subscribed, wherever you came along the way. But thank you so much, and hopefully I will have some really fun videos for you guys in the next couple months. And yeah, wish me luck. I hope you guys have an amazing day today. Sending all of my love and support out to all of you, and just all the gratitude. Just thank you guys so much for all you do every day, whatever you're doing. You're important, you're valued, you are one of a kind, and you deserve happiness. And I hope life gives you little nuggets of joy throughout your day or throughout your week. And if things aren't going well right now, I hope they get better. And if things are going well right now, I hope you're enjoying it. And even if things are rough and you have little moments of brightness, enjoy those moments of brightness, because you deserve it. And yeah, thank you guys. I love you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your week, great rest of your month whenever I check back in with you. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Just wanted to say goodbye. She says goodbye, and thank you guys for watching, and let her know if you want any ASMR treat eating videos of her, because she's the gentlest being ever. Okay, goodbye. Good job.